Hello. On my small homestead, I have 3 barn animals. I have a pony and 2 Alpine goats. This year, I finally extended their pasture from this small lot to this half an acre. And my doe goat is experiencing some very strange side effects that I knew nothing about. So hopefully this can be a word of preparedness if you are planning to switch your barn animals from a primarily hay-based diet to fresh pasture. I have had my animals for 4 years. They are just pets. They are not for breeding. I have 2 4-year-old Alpine goats. They are brother and sister, and the boy is fixed. They are also both debudded. So my doe has never had a kid. Alpine goats are bred to be milk goats. Well, since they've been grazing on this big pasture, I have noticed that my doe's udder is getting larger and larger. I asked Scott about it, and he told me that I was probably just noticing it for the first time, but I knew something was different. As the days went by, it got larger and larger. And I'm 100% sure she is not pregnant. So I went online and I started doing some research. Turns out that if you change a goat's diet, it can trigger a false pregnancy. And I'm pretty sure that's what's happening with my doe. Whether it's because of the phytoestrogens that can be found in fresh grass, or just the bump up in the nutritional value of the diet, apparently this is a thing that can happen. Now, I'm not an alarmist, and I don't like to intervene unnecessarily. From what I have read, this situation can resolve itself naturally without any complications. Now they're all starting to follow me everywhere. My boy goat is going to start biting my tripod. There. We'll put it over the fence. So, some things I've read about managing this is to feel the udder, make sure that it is not hard or hot, because that could be a sign of mastitis, an infection in the milk duct. I've read not to try milking her because that will mimic her having a kid and will cause her to continue lactating. I also need to watch to make sure that the udder is pretty much symmetrical. I put down fresh straw in the barn to make it cleaner because I guess the milk duct can open up when she lays down, and that can allow bacteria in that can cause mastitis. The gestation of a doe is about 155 days, so I will be monitoring her, and hopefully it resolves sooner than later. She's been on this pasture for about 30 days now. I've read that there is a hormonal injection that can reverse this, but I would prefer to have it resolve naturally, so that's what I'm hoping. You can be sure I'm keeping a really close eye on her. I've read that when it's over, she will pass some clear fluid from her uterine lining, and then that should be the end of it. It is so hot here. I didn't find a lot of information on this subject on YouTube, so that's why I decided to make a dedicated video about what's going on. I have had a crash course in livestock since moving to the country, as someone who hasn't ever raised large animals before. My takeaway from this situation is to pay attention to the details and trust my intuition. And remind myself that learning new things is really good for our brains, especially as we get older. Mental acuity is cultivated with learning and new experiences. Just another thing I love about living in the country. It was awfully strange to see my young doe, who has not been exposed to any fertile bucks, start to produce milk. Go figure, I didn't know that was a thing. Now I do. So like I said, it's been about 30 days. I will definitely post an update to show you how this all plays out. Until next time, happy, healthy living. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, staying kind, and always learning new things. I'm Katie Kate on the Homestead, and I'll see you later.